This is the video explanation of the ROI tab, and I wanted to bring this to your attention first because in the link below that says ROI, that is an interactional calculator that you will be able to use. This is the video that explains what to put where. Okay, so here is the video on this. You'll notice there are some tabs and then a calculate tab. The first tab is locations. If you have one location, put 1. Click the tab to the right, put as many locations as you wanted. The whole design of this is to show you how powerful just one of the many functions that will be in your individual app that will bring in a ton of business for you. So let's pretend it's one location, be conservative. It says daily signups. What you're going to put in here is the number of people that visit your dealership. Now, there's a cap on here of 50. When you're talking about people that visit your dealership, just think of the number of people that visit your service department on a daily basis, on average. So I'm going to keep it conservative as 10. I was at a dealership the other day having my Lexus serviced, and if they saw less than 90 people, and customers that day, I would be very surprised. Very busy service center. But I'm going to leave this as 10 right now for example purposes. How many promotions you do a month? Most dealerships have at least 1 or 2. We're talking about text. When you text out to your customer base, the number of promotions you're going to push out to the customers that are in your database. And we're going to show you how to build that anyway. But I'm just going to say 2 a month. That's every other week, and that keeps in front of them and engage your customer, engages your list, and so forth. So that's nominal, okay? It goes up to 4, 1 a week, but I'm going to put in 2. Percentage of offer redeemed in text messaging, it's usually 50%. This goes up to 100%. For practical purposes, just to keep it conservative, I'm going to say if you send out 1,000 texts, then you're going to get a 4% return. That's very nominal. The average cost of a transaction. The average cost of a transaction in your dealership, well, if you're selling a new car, it's going to be thousands. A used car, it's going to be at least $1,200, $1,500. The average is $1,700. And then if you're talking about your service department, it's around 47. I like the figure 35 because it's very conservative. Because when these are all put into this calculator, it's going to come up with a figure of your gross ROI. Your cost per text message, I'm going to go high on that because the most you'll ever pay are 5 cents per text message. That's almost 1/10 of what it costs to mail a letter. So now, after you put in your figures on the next tab and play with it, you're going to hit the calculate button. And this is what's going to come up. You're going to have 1 month. So let me review this. Number of opt-ins in 1 month based on 10 people visiting is going to be 305 for that month. Your return, your sales volume increase is going to be $823.50. On month 3, you're going to have approximately 913 minimum opt-ins. That's based on 10 people a day coming into your dealership. Your gross sales volume increase based on the text messaging is going to be $2,465 just that month. It gets better. On month 6, you're going to be sending about 1,825 text messages. Your return, your sales volume increase after the text cost of $187 is going to be $4,927. In month 12, you're going to have about 3,600 opt-ins. You're going to have a gross revenue that month increase, sales volume increase of $9,000. Okay, now, based on 1 location, only 10 people coming into your dealership, 2 promotions a month with only a 4% return with an average retail of $35 and a cost of 5 cents per text message, your annual sales volume increase, less text message costs, is $42,711.30. Now, I'm just going to show you, what if you have 40 people coming into your dealership or your service center a day? 2 promotions, 4% redeemed, and let's just say your average ticket cost is $50 instead, just in your service department. Cost per text message is 5 cents. I'm going to calculate it. Are you ready? Your gross annual sales volume increase is going to be $246,745.20. Now, here's the question you need to ask yourself. If you were to hire an employee at $25,000 a year, would you like a return of $246,000 additional dollars into your dealership every single year? Interesting, isn't it? Here's another question. Think of it this way. What would you be prepared to pay to get an additional $246,000 a year increased revenue in your dealership? Would you pay somebody $25,000 or $30,000 a year? Would you be prepared to spend $40,000 a year? So go to the next tab, click on the ROI calculator, and start playing with these numbers. If you start with a service, you can get one figure. If you go to used car sales, where your average transaction is going to be, let's just say it's only $100, what's going to happen if you multiply this 50 times 10, $500 gross profit? Well, you can't go up to 500, but you can imagine. So when you see this, this is available as just one of the many things that are going to be available when you have us build yourself an engaging, an educational, an informational, and entertaining app and plug it into a directory. Have fun with it.